Welcome back. I'm Dan Morfitt, and it's the final part of the Daily Rundown. Time to look at some of the more unusual stories that have been making the news now. And I've not seen them, so if they're a bit rubbish, blame producer Emmy. It's very, very easy to do. Right, Eddie, Zia, our first story is a sheepdog has made a 240-mile trek to be reunited with his original owners in Wales after apparently deciding that he didn't want to settle on a farm in Cumbria, where he had been sent to work. Perro, a 4-year-old working sheepdog, will now remain with his previous owners after turning up again on their farm near Aberystwyth. After a fortnight from making their break from Cockermouth on the 8th of April. This is amazing.
Found his own way back?
Yeah, from Cockermouth to Aberystwyth. It's not even like Wrexham, it's a long way away. It's like homeward bound.
It's a typical millennial dog, isn't it? You know, it goes off, tries to make its way for itself, ends up with its mum and dad again.
Yeah, he's moved back in with home. They send him off to work, up to Cockermouth. I love the fact as well that our director tonight, he's from Cumbria, our producer Emmy's from Wales, and this story about a sheepdog leaving the harshness of Cockermouth to return to the humbling, beautiful rolling hills of Aberystwyth gets put in. It's a lovely story.
Don't think it's been concocted in any way by the producer and director?
Possibly. They like any mention of Cumbria and they like any mention of Wales. So bless them for all of their basically ruining the news. I quite like the fact that how did a 4-year-old sheepdog get home though? Did it know the A roads or did it go M6?
It's not going to read the signs, is it? So, hang on, I've got to hang a left there, and
it's easier to hitchhike when you're a dog though, isn't it? Because you're cute. People are like, get in, don't worry mate, hop on board.
Where
do you want
going?
some food? yeah, you know.
How did he know what to write on his sign? Aberystwyth, I couldn't spell it now on the spot. What a dog. Right, our next story is ambulances in Beijing will be fitted with taxi-style meters in an effort to allay public concerns about overcharging. Until now, ambulance drivers worked out the charges themselves, often leading to complaints from members of the public who felt that their bills were too high. This is amazing. So we complain about the NHS if an ambulance doesn't come in 3 minutes sharp. There's a meter on Chinese ones.
Yeah, it's one of them stories that you hear and you think like, you know what, things are fine. We're all right. We're not so bad over here. You know, it's like.
This sounds like something Trump would do with Medicare if he gets in.
I think we are, in many respects, spoiled, aren't we?
Yeah.
And stories like this remind us, as Eddie says, that, you know, in a lot of the world, there's stuff that's going on that we just wouldn't be able to get our heads around, let alone cope with.
Does that mean that possibly in some parts of China it might be cheaper to get an ambulance than get a taxi?
Possibly, maybe.
Would you have to cause yourself some injury, though, to get the said cheaper trip?
Maybe you've been on the RAS in Beijing and then you go, can I have an ambulance and maybe a saline drip just to get rid of the hangover? I'd pay for that. I think there's places where you can pay for that now.
Yeah, Uber are trying that out, I think.
But the Chinese, they're first. Right, let's look at our next story. Next we have a question. This sign is in the United States of America. What is wrong with it? Zia, Eddie, what is wrong with this sign?
Kilometres?
Oh. Have you been working with producer Emmy? Because she is mad for the metric system, that woman. And anything that can promote it over imperial, she goes for it. Why is that weird then? Why is an American sign in kilometres weird?
I just didn't know they knew what kilometres were.
They use miles like us and miles per hour, but one sign is in kilometres there. That's the creeping march of the EU upon the shores of America, I think. Would you have spotted that? Z is a barrister, so we can forgive him his intelligence. Eddie, you're a comic.
I was wondering whether Amado or Amado was a real place, and then in my head was like, well, I hope if I say that out loud I pronounce it right. Maybe you'll have 2 goes.
Can we put that picture up again? I just want to see if Eddie's even just made up a place now.
No,
Just
It was
is it coming? Yeah. There you go.
Ah, and Tucson.
Do you think it's Obama's way of influencing the whole Brexit thing?
No.
Ooh.
put up some signs in kilometres and...
But with his part Kenyan heritage. Oh,
playing with fire.
playing with fire. Right, let's look at our last story from this. Now, firefighters and police officers can both be heroes, but there's no doubt that a rivalry exists between the two. Exactly who is the most selfless or brave is a hot topic for 4-year-olds everywhere. But firefighters in Kansas stuck a blow to the pride of cops worldwide when they had to step in and rescue them from a lift. Let's have a look at this. Oh my lord. And what I like about this photo as well is this fireman, let's call him Sam, he's doing your thing. So if we just fade out that picture and then to you doing the 2 thumbs up, it's almost as if you could be a firefighter.
Well, I've sent in my application. I'm waiting for them to get back to me. It was just a big photo of that with my Twitter handle underneath. So, it's pretty close to it. Fingers crossed they'll get back to me with good news.
It is 1-0 to the firefighters, though, having to save coppers from a lift. Do you have this type of... I don't like to use the word, but this banter. As a barrister, do you have a banter with the court clerks? Locking them in toilets, maybe, wet toilet roll thrown at their hair, that type of thing. No. Do school land japes happen in Britain's courts?
No, it's a very serious place. You'll find that the gravitas of the whole procedure just militates against such frivolity.
But you've never had someone put some jam in your wig? You do wear the wigs and stuff.
Let's wait for the cameras to go off, Diana. I'll tell you all the stories about the Crown Court.
Silks versus Clarks. I want to see that. That would be great. But those poor people. Have you ever been stuck in a lift?
I thought I was once, but just turned out as a slow lift. I was like, is it stuck? No, it's fine. Okay, we're all right.
Have you ever been stuck in a lift?
No, thankfully not, no. But I know somebody who now, in Liverpool, funnily enough, in the court, will always take the stairs because she was once stuck in a lift and she's just got this phobia now and she can't do lifts anymore.
She's got the eternal fear.
Yeah.
You can see some women up and down the country possibly sabotaging lifts now, just so they can have the 10:30 Diet Coke break with firemen coming in to save them. I think we need that firefighter's thumbs up again, because if we can just put your thumbs up and then fade in that photo again. Yeah, right. Get these thumbs ready.
Okay.
So we'll go from that photo and then we'll fade it in with the firefighters. And then this is going to be magical television. This is going to get us a BAFTA. Look at that.
There we are.
Oh, that's beautiful. And just look at the look of dejection on those coppers' faces.
I just love how it's I've got to get my Twitter handle in there.
Yeah.
People need to know it's me.
Quick.
Because
follow me, basically. Yeah. Right, that's it. Time to wrap up the Daily Rundown for now. Thank you to my guest this evening, Zia Chaudhry. Thank you so much for coming back. Hope you enjoyed it.
Totally.
0-0 still. Eddie Hurst, thank you as well.
Thanks for having me.
And Regina Di Giovanni and her Coptic socks. I'm Dan Morfitt, and from everybody here at the Daily Rundown, bye for now, and have a wonderful bank holiday weekend. And enjoy the rest of Ed Ball's day.